Hi and welcome. This is Cousin Russ. I thought I would take a minute to talk about the Places Workspace. Now, I know I've done a number of videos on this area before, but I want to go back to the basics for just a minute. Um, First of all, at the top, there are four icons, and I thought I would talk a bit about what those icons are and why they might be important. Now, if this first icon says show places as a flat list, and I'm going to click on that, and now all of the places are listed by name. It's just a list of places, and you can see that some are resolved and some are not, but it's just a list. What I like about this workspace is the hierarchical view. Hierarchy is off right now when I make it flat, and then I'm going to turn it on. Now, if I scroll down here, I'm going to see Scotland, and there's a little arrow. You can't see it on the screen, but if you look at your Places Workspace, if you click on that arrow, it will break out to the next level. Now let's go down to the USA. There's the USA. I click on that, and there are all the states, and there are the counties. So it's the hierarchy of the way the state is laid out, and I can go down to the county level, and these are places within the county. Now, Salem has an Episcopal church, so this is the advantage of doing some of the things that I've showed you before, where if I want to visit the cemetery, I know who's there. And this past weekend, well, let me show you while we're here. There are a couple other icons across the top. One is expand all nodes, and the other is collapse all nodes. Now, I've just expanded this one, but let's close them all. So I'm back up to the country. Now, I could expand this one like I showed you, or I can click on expand all nodes. So now all of them are going to be expanded. There they are. I clicked too quick. So now it'll open up all of the states for me. So one click I can now go see. Now I usually do what I just showed you, and that is go down to the USA. And in fact, I'm going to close everything. And this past weekend, I had a chance to go down to Salem County, New Jersey. Now, this was not a planned trip. I didn't have a research plan, but I wanted to have something in my hand because it was a historical house tour, and I knew that I had people have events or facts in that location. So I went down to New Jersey, and I went down to Salem because that's the county that I was visiting. And I don't know where I was going to go. So I wanted everybody who had an event in Salem County. So I selected that, and over here on the right-hand side, there's a link to all, which is what I have selected, because I want everybody who is linked to Salem County, and that means Alloways Creek and Piles Grove, and I need to fix this one. Salem Meeting House is not the right place, but I didn't have time to fix that. I didn't have time to clean that up. I just wanted this list, and I can expand all of those people so I know the kind of events or facts that were here. And you see this one says Salem, New Jersey. This one says Piles Grove, Salem. You see Piles Grove, and it's in Salem. So this list is picking up, just at the county level, is picking up 31 people who had an event in that place. Now, I was at one Quaker meeting house, and I had visited the cemetery before there. And when I wanted to know where she was I asked the question, was she married in the building that I was standing in? Now, two things were wrong with that. One, this says she was born in 1722, and the building that I was in was built in 1772, so 50 years after she was married. And the hostess at the Quaker meeting says, "Oh yeah, that was the old meeting house, the second meeting house that's in where the cemetery was." So in fact, she described it was under the old oak tree, and I have pictures of that old oak tree in the cemetery. But the fact that I had this piece of paper with me, this printout with me, to save my time, because I had this it was a 2-page report, and I got it by clicking on print, and the screen says, and it's not being presented on this screen, it's on my other screen, but there's a pop-out window that says print place usage report for this place is what the menu says. It's this third option. So with that simple report, I didn't have time to plan my trip. I just I knew I was going to Salem County. That's all I wanted to do, and have something with me so I knew what to look for. And this was so helpful. I thought I would share a little bit about the hierarchy view and why it's important, at least to me, to get the place name in the right format. I have a lot of work to do, a lot of cleanup to do, which I do a couple times a day. I'll run through a couple. But most of the place names that I'm dealing with are historic place names, and it takes a little more research. But that's a topic for another video. I hope that helps. Thank you. Have a great day.